And we're happy to be joined now by our fishing expert, Mr. Chase Ropenack, out on the lake this morning. Chase, ahoy out there. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Good morning to Michael and Devin.
Good morning to you, Alan.
Yeah, good morning instead of good evening, right?
Yeah. No, so Chase, where are you this morning?
Chase. Oh, guys, did you see that?
Oh,
Did you get one?
Hold on.
Oh.
We got a fish. We're bass fishing today out here at Hancock, and it's full of largemouth, and just caught a nice largie on some topwater. So let me get this off.
Oh!
So it doesn't get hooked. We'll take it. We got a fish on Chase on the Lake right at the very beginning.
Hey, now we got one thing on the
It's a
morning
little
show
guy,
that
but,
the morning show has over the night shows. We have a fish.
Nice
That's right.
catch
Hey,
there.
that's
That
why
was
I
a
like
pretty
the
good
morning
one.
bite a little bit better.
My
Yeah,
goodness,
it was
Chase.
a little small largemouth. We'll take it any morning. But yeah, I was hammering some bass yesterday on topwater, so I figured, you know what? The morning bite should be really good. So let's take Chasing the Lake into the morning show. And what do you know? Right off the bat, we got a little fish in the boat.
Yeah, and you were
that was pretty
explaining
cool to
you were
start off the
explaining the moon cycles, weren't you, or the sun, the position of the sun, and it's over foot right now.
Yes, I was telling you about.
Right?
Yeah, we're getting close to moon overhead, which is the moon's directly above you. It's a half moon today.
Okay.
That's more for the muskies, but bass and all other species relate to that moon cycle too. And yeah, the moon over foot is right around 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Right in the middle, it'll be 7 a.m. when the moon is directly overhead. So yeah, that's why I knew it would be a good morning for the chase on the lake. Anyways, I want to talk more about the lake here at Hancock, and it's a little bit bigger lake than I was on last time. It's about 259 acres. There's a nice big island in the middle. I am the only vessel on the water right now, once again. That's the pros of getting up early to fish. I love it. Other than that, it's about 22 feet deep, so another kind of shallow lake. It gets deep in some spots. 22 is relatively deep in some areas. But lots of weeds right now. That's what I'm fishing. As you can see, I got some weeds on my topwater right now. But the one thing that I like about this lake is the lily pads. It brings me back to Illinois. Lots of weeds to fish on top of. The water temperatures right now are perfect for it too, right around 67 degrees. One thing I notice about this lake is behind this brush that I'm all fishing right now is a little creek that runs back there, and this is a drainage lake. And it gets groundwater and surface water moving into it, so it's a lot cooler up in there where that drain's at. And right when I came out here, there must be a little bit of current in there too, because as I was trolling through some really shallow stuff to get out here, plenty of fish were moving around. I threw this top rod around. I had some big blow-ups, missed them. It was pretty cool to see, though. Right when I came out here, the water temperature was like in the 50s in that area. And so it's a lot cooler up by the creek than it is out here, which I like. And the reason why I'm fishing near this creek is that's where the moving water's at, and that's usually where your fish are at. So obviously got some action to start off the show right now. And that's what I like about this lake so far the most, is that it's a drainage lake. There's moving water, there's cooler water in here. Pretty cool to see. Other than that, there's a nice scenic island over there. There is a few houses on here compared to the last lake we were at. We were at Sweeney last time, and there was not one house on the lake, but we got plenty of houses out here now, lots of boats. But then again, yes, I'm the only one out here right now, given that it's really early in the morning. But what I'm fishing right now is these lily pads and the shallow water, because in the morning, that's where the fish like to be. Speaking of fish for this lake, it's got muskie, it's got pike, it's got walleye, and of course it's got the largemouth bass, the one I just caught. It doesn't have any smallmouth in here. But back in the day, what I heard about this lake is it wasn't really as infested with weeds as it is now, and the muskie and pike action here was incredible. Ever since the weeds kind of overgrown out here, it's became more of a bass lake. So that's why I'm throwing some topwater for bass today. Figured I might have a chance of hooking into a big bass. I'll take it. I hooked into a few big bass last night. So right now is the time for some bass fishing if you want to get out there and fish. Obviously, Hancock Lake is a good lake for it to throw some topwater, as I just caught one early on. But I'm going to keep throwing the topwater out here. Michael and Devin, is there anything else you guys want to ask before we head to the break?
Now, your bait that you're using today, it's certainly a lot different than your muskie bait. Is that right?
This is not a muskie bait, but muskies will bite this, especially this time of year. This is a topwater bass lure. It's called a little whopper plopper. I forget what size this is, but it's a small version. But muskie will definitely bite this. Last year I was fishing with Conrad, letting him use this bait, and he actually almost hooked the muskie on it on Boom Lake. So it works for all species out here. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting bait, and it's perfect for this time of year with these conditions that we got right now. other than that, yeah, this is a little nice bass lure that it's perfect for this time of year, and topwater is always so fun.
I couldn't help but notice just how still the water is this morning, too.
Yeah, it's...
Yep. There's barely any wind, and usually you want a little bit of wind because the wind kind of gets the action going for the fish. It'll push some bait fish up in some spots. But obviously on a morning like this morning, we've had the warmer temperatures. That's warmed up the water a bit. Now the fish are shallow again, especially early morning. So don't need it wind this morning to catch any fish, obviously, as we had that one little topwater hit right by the boat. But yeah, it's a beautiful scenery out here, Devin. No wind. The sun is starting to rise over those trees I'm looking at right now. All the rest of the lake is sunlit. So pretty cool scenery out here at Hancock Lake for sure.
Well, certainly a great edition of Chase on the Lake. Thanks for tuning in this morning, Chase. We always appreciate you giving us a cast.
All right, appreciate it. We'll see you guys soon.